This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see, the Rebels taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. This season underway as toe meets leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Boilermakers offense will go to work first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook.
There he goes. He's at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Purdue.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky, is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. It's complete on the right side. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's McCoby. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fakes the grab. Headed to the end zone. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boilermaker!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Coming out with it, it's James. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And now the offense will come onto the field again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He's got an open man. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another.
It's a seam wide open. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time.
He's got it inside the 15. What a... And he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. A little release to the back. There he goes. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's complete. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. This will be the 7th play. Gives it on the option. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, on second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Quick release by the QB.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Plucks it out of the air. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Turning on the Jets. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Purdue! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Got his man down the middle. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Flips it out in the flat. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll ramble to the 3rd. Before he's finally knocked down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job.
And the ball squirted out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be...
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand. Now you have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Man, got to give credit to this defense in the sudden change situation. They barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
The play-action fake. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Fitted in the window for the score.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Yeah, that is a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
And the Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sets up the screen. Got a little space. It's a running room. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Boilermakers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's James. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
They try to spin it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
On the move from inside his 40. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal. The Boilermakers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Boilermaker! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Flowers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll go back to work on offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. From the gun, the running back has it.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The give on the option. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. The Rebels will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch at the 45. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Oh, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Purdue! And the punishment has been extended.
Another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the shotgun, the inside give. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Here's the pressure. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's loose. He's at the and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UMass sure is making the flagship crowd today. What a spectacular performance on the offensive side of the ball. They're up by 17 over the Judicials. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Rush is on him. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Safe completion on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning it on. He's at the touchdown, Boilermaker. And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's James. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Now they'll try the right side. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
And after your just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more. You really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Right on the money. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. That's caught. It's McCoby. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Got his man. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. Bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Rebels send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much. but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at him.
Yeah, until you stop me.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
And the Rebels... out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse. There he goes to the left. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And how about that play? Even with the short return, they're in the red zone. They've got it at the 17.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a first and goal. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl route.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Wants to go up top. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long and who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to listen. Can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring.
Wide open spaces. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Boilermakers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll go to the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You haven't seen that happen too often tonight. Taking a loss on a run. This guy's been special. He's been finding ways to get into the second level of this defense. And because of his talent and ability, that's a big reason why they've got the lead right now. You know that's not going to deter them that last play. They're going to keep handing him the football.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's McCoby. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just...
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle.
17.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Flowers. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out.
Picked off, a turnover in their own end.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the air on second and short. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one too.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.